Have you ever experienced the chase? For example, the chase of unlocking prestige mode in Call of Duty, the chase of finding gold, or the chase of success? Well, this video is about a man who chases classic cars. Whether they're in a barn, a storage facility, or at auction, Wayne Carini loves the chase of finding the rarest and most unique classic cars. For example, this 1955 Mercedes 300 SL Gullwing that he found in a barn. Coming up in this video, we are going to show you some of the rarest and most expensive cars he's managed to pick up on the show. You won't want to miss the end where we give you a chance to win a new iPhone 12 Pro. Welcome back to TUNANOCRUST. If you are not already subscribed, be sure to hit the subscribe button and click the notification bell to stay up to date with our crusty uploads. Now, let's get into these big-time finds.
We're on the hunt for a 1965 Shelby GT350 Mustang. I can't wait to see it. Where is it?
Right in here.
All right, let's look. Wow. And it looks like it was a drag race car from Tasker Ford.
Yes.
Yeah. So it's got the gauge pack. Put the two most important gauges up there, the oil pressure and the tachometer.
1965 Shelby GT350. So, in this episode, Wayne shows up in a crusty Jeep to find this beautiful GT350. This car was restored about 20 years ago and has the original aluminum transmission and numbers matching 325 horsepower V8 engine. The Mustang was introduced in 1964, and Ford approached Carroll Shelby to take the small, slow Mustang and make it more powerful and better handling. Wayne, of course, checks to see the condition of it and asks to race it, drive it. We all know Wayne doesn't drive his cars hard. After the test drive, he and the owner work out a deal. This low-mileage car is worth up to $500,000.
The car Wayne and I are going to see is a 1930 Minerva. It's the only one in the world. It's been up here for years.
You ready?
I'm ready.
Let's do it. All right. Because now it all comes alive.
Oh my God.
This car is a work of art.
Look at the radiator shell and the hood.
Everything.
We have a note that says, in the Minerva, in the secret compartment is $30,000.
Open that up, dude.
1930 Minerva. Maybe you've never heard of this car, but under all the crust, it's really quite unique. It's a one-of-one 1930 Minerva bodied by Hibbert and Darren out of Paris. It had been stored in a garage and never moved since 1974. Wayne knew he struck a find of a lifetime when he realized that everything was original and it came with all the original parts. Apparently, the original owner was a car collector who just so happened to live in the middle of nowhere. He'd take parts off his cars and hide them in unusual places. The car sold for $484,000 in 2017.
Just when you think they've all been found. Wow.
And this one has been hidden away for decades.
Watch out, this is all mold.
The seller told us that this car has less than 20,000 original miles, which is staggering given its age.
1955 Mercedes 300 SL Gullwing. If you like cars with doors that go up, you'll like the Mercedes Gullwing. In season 15 of the show, Wayne and his partner Peter purchased the car that has been sitting in a barn for decades. The guys check that it is matching numbers and see what the condition is like. They find mold on the body, some faded paint, and some original service records. After moving some junk out of the way, they get the Gullwing out of the barn for the first time in over 50 years. One of these restored could be worth almost $5 million.
I'm on my way to New York. I'm gonna go look at a Alfa Romeo 6C touring body cabriolet. I meet Gus. He shows me a couple of pictures of the car when it was stripped for paint at one time.
She's been sitting a long time.
Wow. That is cool. So this is a touring body.
Yes.
Touring was a body manufacturer that made coupes as well as convertibles. He's torn because it was his father's car. His father means a lot to him. This could cost $200,000 to $400,000 to restore this Alfa.
1947 Alfa Romeo 6C. Here we have an Alfa that was passed down from a family member and has been a part of the family for decades. Wayne came in and dropped some knowledge on the guy and also offered to restore the car for them. For being as old as it is, the car was in great condition, but it could cost up to $400,000 to restore it to perfect condition. If you had a classic car but you had an emotional attachment to it, what would you do? Sell it or keep it?
I'm in Great Falls, Virginia, and I'm here to pick up a 1964 Griffith 200 model. The big reason I bought the car is that it's so rare, very unusual car. As a kid, I loved them.
Big apartment building garages are home to trucks, cars, and bikes. In other words, it's the perfect place to hide a treasure.
There it is. The question is, will we be able to get it running?
1964 Griffith 200. On the season 16 premiere, Wayne uncovers a rare Griffith 200 in, of all places, a parking garage. Not only that, but had been sitting there next to trash and other people's cars going in and out of the garage every day for the last 20 years. It makes you cringe as an enthusiast when you see people treat their cars like this. Luckily, the car found the right new owner, as Wayne knows exactly how to make these cars clean and running again. He was able to get it up and running the same day he bought it. Good job, Mr. Carini.
He brought me a great project we're very excited about doing.
This Bugatti is a Type 57S. I think they made 42 of these cars total, and it's really one of the greatest cars ever produced. And this car sold at the Bonhams Amelia Island auction, and this car sold for $10 million.
1937 Bugatti Type 57S. So this isn't a barn find, but get this. Someone brings Wayne their $10 million Bugatti into the shop for some paint and bodywork. This car is worth more than 5 Bugatti Veyrons. The owner wanted to show the car at a prestigious auto show and make it all original again. Can you imagine messing up when working on a $10 million car? Good thing Wayne's got a top-notch set of mechanics and builders because the car came out, well, we'll let you decide.
We've got here in New England one of the best days we've had so far this year, so it's going to be a great day to take this Lamborghini out for a test drive. I had a poster of this car in my bedroom. It was something I always dreamt of owning. I've owned several of these and always had fun with them. I gotta fix that.
1986 Lamborghini Countach. You knew this car was going to be in Wayne's shop eventually, and in Season 12, Wayne finally got to drive this beast after its restoration. The Countach came in not running, with bad gas and with electrical issues, and left the shop looking brand new. These cars are in very high demand, and you won't find one for less than $400,000. Good thing he drove it before giving it back to the owner because it ended up stalling while at a stoplight. Not bad though, as the car wasn't even running when it came in.
Lead the way. Let's go see this bike. And then he takes me in the basement.
Well, here it is, hidden away.
Wow.
Or it's been for years.
Wow. Whew, that is cool.
1915 Harley-Davidson. For you motorcycle lovers, you'll be pleased to see this extremely rare Harley-Davidson. This bike has a rare kickstarter and 2-speed transmission. The guy gets this 100-year-old bike out of the garage it's been sitting in for over 40 years. They find that it still has its original paint and has almost all the parts on it. Wayne thinks a restored bike like this one can go for $100,000. Would you buy one if you had $100,000? Wayne Carini just seems to attract these super rare, super exclusive cars and motorcycles that most people never see or know about. If you want to know the current status of the show or if it's gone off the air or not, make sure to subscribe as we are coming out with a new video soon about the behind-the-scenes news about the show. As promised, we are going to tell you how you can enter to win a free iPhone 12 Pro. So to enter, just make sure you're subscribed, give this video a thumbs up, and comment "No Crust" in the comments section below. And that's it. Thank you for watching till the end of this video on rare and expensive classic cars and motorcycles, shown on the popular TV show Chasing Classic Cars. We'll see you next time.